Hey everyone, my name is Johnny Tamayo. I'm a worship and youth director in Spanish ministries here at Emmanuel. So today we're going to read the parable of the Good Samaritan found in Luke 10. So let us read. On one occasion, an expert in the law stood up to test Jesus. Teacher, he asked, what must I do to inherit eternal life? What is written in the law? He replied. How do you read it? He answered, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. You have answered correctly, Jesus replied. Do this and you will live. But he wanted to justify himself, so he asked Jesus, and who is my neighbor? In reply, Jesus said, a man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, and went away, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to be going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed by on the other side. So too a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was. And when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him and bandaged his wounds, pouring oil and wine. Then he put the man on his own donkey, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper. Look after him, he said, and when I return, I will reimburse you for any extra expense you may have. Which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers? The expert in the law replied, the one who had mercy on him. Jesus told him, go and do likewise. The parable of the Good Samaritan is so much more than just a story that teaches us about kindness and how to treat others and people we don't know. Jesus here is getting to the point that we must love our enemies as well. We must love the people that we might not like or the people that we hate. And for most of you, hate might be a really strong word. You might not really hate somebody in your life, but there are people that you don't like. There are people that you might stereotype as you see them walking down the street. And how do we do that? How do we love others? And how do we love those people that we don't like? It seems like a very hard thing to do. Well, first, we must look to God, and we must love God first. There's no way that we can love others without loving God first. God is the source of all love, and if we are filled with God's love, then we can share with others as well. We can love those who maybe don't like us. And we must extend a helping hand to those that are in need. It doesn't matter race, it doesn't matter gender. We must love those who are in need. Now, are we going to let ourselves be loved by those that are different from us? That's another question. Are we too prideful to receive help from somebody that's different than us? We must be humble enough to receive that love as well, to let ourselves be loved by others. We are one people. We must help each other out. Now, all of this can be summarized in an event that happened, I think 2002, 2003 in San Francisco. A man was driving, he was speeding, and his car rolled over, and his car caught on fire. Now, 3 people went in, tried to help. The car was closed. They grabbed a lamppost or something, like a stop sign, and they opened the window. They let the smoke out, let the guy breathe, and as soon as the cops arrived, they took him out. Now, it turns out that this guy was Arabian, from Saudi Arabia. Now, these guys saw that by the way he was dressed, and it happened right after the events of 9/11. So these people did not care what he looked like, who he was. They just saw a person in need, and they went and they helped. That's what we should do. It doesn't matter what people look like. It doesn't matter what their beliefs are. We must love those who are in need, even if we don't like them as much. If we have God's love, we'll be able to help others as well. God bless you.